Okay. Hi there, guys. This is Miss Anime Raven. As for you out there, I've decided to give my thoughts on an anime I've been watching. I've watched this anime for about at least, well, to be very honest, for about 3 times. It's called the Ouran High School Host Club, the anime whatever TV show. I've been speculating the show for a long time. When I first saw it, I was like, probably about a couple years. I saw it like last year. It was an interesting show. The characters were very interesting, very intriguing, actually. I find Miss Fujioka a very independent woman. I know how that feels. Being independent's fun and all. But when you're independent by yourself so much times, you forget to independent other people as well. I'll be explaining each of their characteristics. Now I see this Miss Fujioka. I can't really say her name really well, so Fujioka would be her name. Anyway, what I find her is very fascinating. She doesn't see herself as beautiful. She only sees herself as inner beauty from the inside. That's my motto. Always on the inside, not the outside. But I got the feeling her father wears. I'm not making fun of any sexual girls. Okay, I'm not making fun. I'm just saying that her father ended up being dressed himself as a girl, and she dressed up as a boy. So that would make sense. She has a promised mind, brilliant, but she's unaware that the guys in her group they all have crushes on her. Well, I'm not sure of those three, but I'm sure of the twins, and of course the blonde leader. I'm sorry, I can't really read his name. I can. It's called. His name is Takami. Now, Takami, he's the princely type, right? Well, his character reminds me a lot of two characters. He reminds me a bit of, well, he reminds me of, let me see, Moroku from Inuyasha, and reminds me of Goose from Ramen, one half. Both a dimwit, but yet a princely, elegant type. And so far, he tried to be the daddy figure to her because he thinks the common stuff is kind of new to him because he's never been through so much. And as we know from the final episode, his grandmother despised him, but he loves his mother. And his father, well, that's another story. But then again, fathers are like that. They're kind of odd. Believe me, my father's like this. But I do like him. He's kind of funny. Anyway, the next one, my favorite, Cal Calura, the intelligent type. Very attractive he is. Concoludin, second year student at Ouran Academy, vice president of the host club. I find him quite interesting because he's one of my favorite type of guys. Curious, functionality, intelligence, and deals with the idiot like him, like Takami. I find him quite fascinating because, well, when growing up, I sometimes strive to be serious because, well, as you know, in my family, I have autism. So, when you have autism in your family, no one takes you seriously. So I had to be serious around my family. I organized my homework, everything. The thing was, though, I wasn't very smart passing my tests, but my mom would help me. All I can say is this: back in high school, well, right now I've been reading so many books. Oh, I'm driving. Sorry. I keep forgetting. Cleo is a brilliant mind, but his father is unimpressed by his club. As we saw in the episode, he got slapped by his own father. He has 2 or 3 brothers, I think. 2 of them or 3. Uh, uh, yeah, it's 2. Few of his brothers have done great things. Unfortunately, his father doesn't see it that way. And as we saw from the final episode, his father would like him to marry Miss Fujioka. And so does Tamaki's father. It would be a good idea to see how Koryo in him and her, but not gonna happen. And now the twins, Hikaru and Karu, the twins. Oh, I had a lot of twins, and I know a lot of twins. I had 2 friends who were twins as well. Joy and Mariah, they were twins. They're just like the mischievous, but a little childish in their own little way when I was a little girl. My mom has a twin. Anyway, I find her personality quite. Hikari is kind of like, well, sensitive yet a bit, well, he's tough-sided, but he hides his sweetness. And Karu is very sensitive, but sometimes can be a little energetic, as I say. They're mischievous, otherwise childish young men who toy with people, including their schoolmates, are quite interesting. But as I found out in the episode, let me see. Yes. Episode 16 is so that Hikari has a crush. Well, actually, they both have a crush on her. As I said at the beginning of the video, they both have feelings for her, and they would feel like a little chipper when she wears fancy outfits. Even though they're into forbidden brotherly love, ugh, they both have a crush on Haru and quite protective of her. Kawa confesses to Haru, but soon adds that Hikari is more important to him, putting his own feelings aside from supporting Hikaru's feelings for her. Hikaru's feelings for her is not quite as strong, but he only realized it later on. The twins live with their mother, Yusaha, a fashion designer, and considered their meek father, a computer software designer. I find them quite interesting characters, but like I said, they're a little mischievous. They're really one of those bad boys you just don't want to get away from. Then, of course, there's Miss Karu, boys, Honey Senpai. I like him. He's adorable. He's a little cutie. And I bet some of you think he's adorable. Oh, perfectly honest, he is. He reminds me of someone. When I was a little girl, I had a friend just like him. His name was George. He was very energetic and, well, very nice. Anyway, I found him quite interesting because, well, he's into sweets and so am I, but he's like, oh my god, karate, he loves cake, and it's just so adorable. Cake-loving boy who is much older than what his elementary school peers in capital. Expects martial arts from famous martial arts family. And believe me, when seeing his skills, they're like scary. Now, I've studied karate and martial arts in my lifetime. I've even taught a few kids in my time. But believe me, his moves are dangerous. And I like the relationship between him and his cousin. Oh yeah, Mori. Or Takasawa. But Mori is a more easier name. Mori is a silent, strong type. Very interesting. And yet, he's so tall and so... Mori's depicted as tall, quite somewhat intimidating. But very protective of his cousin, Honey. When we call his first name Mishikaru. This is definitely seen more in the anime every day, every episode. But when he got a toothache, it's hard as ice. I liked it. I like to see them together. It's like a little brother, like a little sister and a big sister. Trust me. Now there are the other characters. I only talk about the ones I like. Renge, no, ain't. I'm only gonna talk to the ones I like. Depicted hooded. Oh yeah. Nah, I'm not gonna research about him. I just want to research the characters that I like. The next character we'll probably talk about will be no, no, well, oh yeah. I'm just looking at a list. There's a list of all kinds of characters here. They have. Unlike sometimes I would create a script. Oh yeah, the Zuko Club members. Ooh, those guys are nasty. And here we are, Rinka Fujiko, the father. Sorry, I get that mixed up. Haru's father works the cross-dressing bar under the name Renkai. He considers himself to be bisexual. After his wife's death, he said he could never stop loving another woman. Never mind that part. I find his character very suitable, like my father. Oh, do you know why I said that? Well, my father's very protective of me. He's been protecting me and my sister ever since we were little. Whenever I tried to do something, he would make sure that me and my sister weren't always. There's one time I wanted to go Chuck E. Cheese's with my friend Sorrel for her birthday, but Dad said no. Yeah, I remember a lot of things in my past, but me and my father, the more I got older, the more me and my dad got more bonded. You see, Alex moved out, so well, all he have is me to take care of. With Mom, of course, but now I've learned to be independent. So I've taken care of my mom, and Dad works hard to get money for us so that we can use to live in this place. where I'm living now. Someday I'll move out, but until then I live with my father. Anyway, I find his character so interesting. He reminds me of my father. My father would be protective of me too. And believe me, you don't know how protective he can be. So, his character is awesome. To tell you the truth, I have a relative who's, I can't mention his name, but I do have an uncle who's gay. But he's a good guy. He's innocent. He's a wonderful uncle. So I can understand having a member of family who is gay, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I believe that's all the characters I want to talk about, but there's more to them than ever. Most of the background characters are quite, well, infinitely speaking, uninteresting. Now the main villain in the series is not really good. Lately, we do get to see more information about the parents and all that and everything. All they do is protect each other from enemies, they help ladies, they help with their problems. But lately, I've been hearing rumors that they're planning to make a second season of the Ouran Host Club anime. They've been saying that it might be a second season. But the season was firstly made about at least in 2016. April 4th, 2006. That was the original date for the show. And it's been about at least, well, I'm doing it. 7, 8, 9, 200, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. It's been about at least 15 years since it showed. Or more or less. I'm not very good counting numbers. Well, all I can say is that it's been a few years since the series was created, and I'm not sure if they are going to bring it back. I mean, they could, but I'm not seeing any information here at the Wikipedia. Let me dig a bit, like a gopher. I couldn't help that reference. Let me see. Let's see. According to this, there's not been any news about it. I think it's just rumors and speculation. I don't think it's gonna happen. There's not gonna be a second season, guys. Gotta face the facts. There is no second season coming on. Nah. There is a TV show coming up, but it's not anime. It's live action adaptation. Let me explain. A live action TV series of Ouran begins air in Japan on TBS July 22. The live action that features is Yoko Yamamoto as Tamaki Suo and Haru as you know what I mean. The live action film form was announced during the fan meeting of August 25, 2011. Continued from off the conclusion of the television series. All actors for the live action TV series suppressed their roles. The film was released on March 17, 2012. It was released on DVD Blu ray. And there has not been any. Well, the series has a spin off name Orange High School Haru no Birthday Desu. Oh, a birthday special. But it's just another live action. So I don't think, from lack of words, there isn't gonna be one. I mean, who knows, one day maybe, but not now. It's just not gonna happen. I mean, come on. The show ain't gonna happen, guys. Keep dreaming. Third, second season? Not gonna happen. Nothing. That's all I have to say. Oh, by the way, I made a new bed for Raven because, well, Raven is going to be 16 on November. Yeah, I know. Her real age. She's already 15. I made her a new bed because the old one was not going to work for her anymore. So I want to show you guys a new bed I made. Ta-da! Isn't it beautiful? I made it entirely out of fabric. See? See everything? These? They have cardboard in them. So that way, I know it looks like a crib, but hey, I thought this new type of furniture. This is the first time I actually made a real bit of furniture. There's cardboard deep into the fabric here. And the blanket, as you see, made it myself. It's quilt. And it's sewed onto it, so that way it doesn't fall off. Pretty clever, huh? I also did this to the pillow. Boing! See? She would lose the pillow a lot, so it's good to put on a string. So now she's all prepared for a new bed. Do you want to give her a new bed? Well, I'll show you. She has a Grossberg. See? Her legs are long. I gave her a new doll stand because the other one was getting kind of, well, big. I mean, small. Her body is getting thin. Also, a bed would usually have something metal in the bottom. Well, Lola, gold. This was good enough to put under it. I've already planned and already gotten Raven her Christmas presents. But that won't be a birthday. Her birthday gift on your hand? Well, I won't talk about it because Raven's here with me. I don't want to ruin the surprise. It'll be something nice for her though. So, adios amigos. Bye bye boo.